Okay. Okay. So now, why am I making this side brighter than this side? It's because this is so bright here that I need for it to have a kind of curvature and make it like a sphere. So I'm going to dab a little bit of red here and mix my brush. Tiny bit of red, and that makes my sun come out and make it three-dimensional. Here goes the Southwest. And that's Southwest Airline. They are like clockwork going over us. All right. A bit here, and there is nothing perfect about this painting. You don't want it to be perfect unless you're doing a realistic painting, and that's another story for another day. So for that, I am not concerned about how anything looks like, because a lot of this is going to change as it dries, depending on how the color of how the paint reacts with the paper. A lot of time they get lighter. So let's bring the land a little bit over here, and I want to have a little bit of rocks there, and put it there. Okay, I need a tiny bit of blue to go here and give it a kind of like dimension that these are rocks. Okay, so let's go over that. Okay, now I'm kind of happy with this painting. The only thing is, I would like to maybe, if you know where I am from, I'm from Abadan. Abadan is palm trees and water. So I think I'm gonna put a palm tree somewhere here. Let me give my sky a little bit of dimension here. And then put a little bit of water there to make it, as you notice, all of my brushes are mixed now, but that's okay. Okay, so here, let's get this, add some water there so I can spread this. What I like is the paint is again doing its own thing, which is really, really good. So a little bit more red to make this come out. I need a bit of red. Okay, so our sun is good. Let's create a palm tree Okay, here's our friend Mr. Bird going over. So I sound like, who was the guy that did the painting? A little house here, a little. Jeff. Who was the painter? The PBS painter?
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross. This is your own world, so let's create it. Okay, let's get the bit of red. And as you notice, I am not leaving my whole tree in here. It's kind of off to the side. Why am I using red? Because I need to come over it with the blue and green and make it blue and yellow and make it green. So here we go. Get some yellow in here, and right now I don't even know what color my brushes are, but that's okay. You see how it just turned green? Okay. Okay, it's really getting hot now, so let's get the red in there and call it a day. All right. So I have green and which is a combination of yellow and blue, and then I have red in there. So I'm really creating brown by mixing all three colors together there. And no palm tree has a flat stem. It's always a little bit of old leaves stuck to it. So let's do that and make it a thick palm tree here and go from there. Okay, so we're about to call this a painting and call it duck. So I'm gonna put a little bit of yellow here to separate the tree from the background, and that happens by me mixing a lot of yellow on top of here to give it highlights. And this is quite wet, so okay, so here's our painting. And James, would you mind coming around and giving the actual side painting. Okay, so full disclosure, I am going to come back and get a lot of these fixed up because it needs a little bit of tweaking here and there. I'm going to make these a little bit darker, but then I will come back and let me get a little bit of yellow with a different brush in here. Okay, when it's dry, I will put a little bit of yellow here to make it come out. Right now my yellow is kind of very bright, so which is okay, but again I want that to be a bit separate. So this is what we got today, folks. And as always, thank you. I love you. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for watching the video. And when you paint, enjoy it, because this is supposed to be a creation and using your imagination. Having said that, Khodafez, dost daram. I love you, and bye. And come back and see me.